Alright, this is 3 posts today. So, what's up, u2.be? You know the story of Pan? P-A-N. The story of Pan, astronomy. We're about to jump. The collective's about to jump. You see, why not everybody is understanding this energy is because you have to be a crystal child or fully ascended to get it. Right now we have 7 planets mastered on this chart, which tunes it only to a crystal. And I connect all the crystals of Arkansas, not Atlantis, Arkansas, that are born from the blood of the humans that have been buried for centuries down here. Not some weird ass fish people. You get buried and you're a living entity and you're buried alive. Where are you going to go? You're going to go down. Underneath this dirt that we stand on, do you think it's solid all the way down? Oh, hell no. This is just a layer on the outside. What's inside the earth is what the crystal is. When you're fully ascended and you work through the program over here and you understand, now some of you could be tuned to crystals. Do you have 7 empty houses? And I don't care if you run it on a regular. I'm talking about equal house system. Put it on an equal house system. Run your astrology charts. Do you have 7? If you have 7, you're a crystal child. You get this. If you have 6, you're an indigo. You know I'm right. You might not get it, but you know I'm right. Because if you're an indigo, you've been making all the moves that now this shit makes sense. You've been waiting story, which then pulls you up to a crystal. Now, all of us buried underneath the ground make what? One big crystal. And what is underneath the ground? Bones, ash, residue from those descendants and ascendants that came before you. And this has been an all battle for that. It ain't nothing to do with space. It ain't with anything on the outside of this bubble. Now, there was a whole party going on up there. Oh, yes, there was. You know what that party was about? What's inside our bubble. Not what's up there. This is astronomy. We use astrology as a telescope. This telescope only works from the center of a preview. You start moving around, which is what's going on. You're not stuck in a gate. California ain't Aries anymore. Libra ain't the East Coast anymore. There is no pole, May, anymore. Because the pole was connected into the bones of every human on this planet. Whether you want to believe it or not, and some of you have seen it, this was a machine. This was a machine that was ran like a flower in a stem, depending on how long ago your bones went down into the core of the earth. No matter how they got there. Did they get there by the Titanic? Maybe. Mermaids, mermen. Titanic was sank by a group of us Latter-day Saints 8-year-olds at reunion on Bandera Mountain right outside of Austin. And this is why Austin Lee Meredith was born. It was a little song they had us sing about the Titanic, and it haunted me. It haunted me when I activated. That song haunted me. And then whenever I realized the seeds that were at that fire pit, singing that song, connected into all the bones, that's when I realized to sing the Titanic. Now, what happens if you're a being that doesn't die, unbeknownst to you, because, you don't just jump in the ocean and drown yourself to see if it's possible. Is this why people commit suicides? Possibly. Are they wanting to see if they're immortal? Maybe. Is being immortal all cracked up to be? Oh, hell no. Every single layer that I've had to activate further and further and further and further out took me deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper back, because I am immortal. But I've been screaming that over here. But am I 85% of the population of the human collective? Was I the same as them? No, hell no, I wouldn't. No. I was 1%. I was just the 1% that didn't follow their rules. Percent it ended up being built off of, because we were always the family that it was built off of, because we're the ones who didn't follow their fucked up evil rules. Line of Judah. How the fuck did we become an animal? How did we become a lion down here? Now, what happens if a cage of animals that don't die fall into the ocean? Well, all of a sudden, you're going to figure out you can breathe. What the hell's going on? Why can I breathe? What are these gills coming out my neck? What the fuck? Am I a fish? How the hell? Because I was just walking around up there. I was just on that boat. I was just with a bunch of animals thinking that we were just going across the ocean. And then all of a sudden, now I'm underwater. And I'm a fish. And holy shit, we're all turning into fish. Well, how the hell does that happen? And then how the fuck do you become a lion again? Or were you ever supposed to be a lion? Or were you ever supposed to be an elephant? Or were you ever supposed to be a rhinoceros? A hippopotamus? A human? I don't know. You jumped into the ocean. You went all the way down. Am I starting to sound like Bill Clinton? It's kind of trippy how I can do this, ain't it? That Arkansas lab DNA. I want to know what Ukraine's got. They've got the mafia fucking cocaine connections that they've been running your cross lines this whole time running this country. Lewinsky in that cigar boat, sticking a cigar up her hoo-ha. Oh, yeah. Now I'm starting to sound a little bit like Bush. Oh, shit. Bushy, 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 bush. I know that was weird. It's just what happened. But I do use frequencies. And I do use phonetics. And I actually do cast little white spells, you can call them, because I know how to undo it with the tone of my voice. Mercury's going into Pisces. We're coming out of the angelic gate at the front. This is the highest angelic energy you're going to get. Now we're jumping into the water. When we jump into the whirlwind, that is going to connect it to FOMO hot. FOMO hot is galactic angelics, if you want to call it that. If there is such thing. Because there really isn't any human angelic energy to it. I think what you would call it was logic, knowledge, assimilation. Because they're really at FOMO height going way the fuck out. This is where the split took place to begin with. The right and the left brain, the twins, Gabriel. If you have this energy in your chart, I call it the Romeo and Juliet degree. Because no energy from, 3 degrees, Pisces, is dead on. So from 1 to 5, then it's you have this innate longing that you think that there is something outside of you that is going to complete you. You know why you feel like that? Because half of you was on the other side. And you were right. But it wasn't someone else or something else. No, it was your projection is the line. It's you getting your bones back. It's you getting your line back. It's your mermaid and your line now becoming one. And as you come out of the water, you look a little trippy, man. You ain't a lion no more. You ain't a mermaid no more. You ain't a fish no more. You ain't a lobster no more. You're all of them put together again, right? And then you know what happens? Not only that, whenever you get back up and you become this incredible creature, that everyone wants to know how the hell you did it. You just activated a new frequency on the entire planet with them all merged together. You did that. You did that because you're breathing air and you brought it all the way down from the top up. And whenever you are an immortal being that cannot die, there's a reason you can't die. And there's a reason you're immortal. Because you are attached to the entire collective. And there is wisdom that is involved. And there is connections that are involved that there is no way can be mimicked, can be copied, can be put in a book and read. You have to live it. It becomes how the hell you made it back from the deep. Right now, collective's jumping. We're jumping. Mercury's jumping. We know this is bullshit. We're jumping. We're jumping. This has already been planned. We're jumping. This has already been written. We're jumping. But we ain't gonna wash up nowhere as some fish, you see. Because now those entire frequencies have been merged. It's whatever which one you want to be. But ain't no more just line. Ain't no more just black. Ain't no more just white. Ain't no more just Asian. Ain't no more just whatever. No. It's all of it. That's your new king and queen. It ain't got nothing to do with the lions here before, the fish here before, the lobsters here before. Crisscross applesauce, throw that bottle down. Put your hands on my hips and spin me around. Got to put some soul back in this town. Let's do it. Crisscross applesauce. Let's bring it to the ground. Take a deep. Pluto, Mars, Mercury, Pluto, Mars, Venus. Pluto, Mars, Venus. We've been here before, right, Moss? Right, Moss? Hi, darling. I know it's been a really long time, and we have a ton to discuss, especially because you tried to set my ass up for the fall for all your shit in that little backpack. I know that you're 10 steps behind me, darling, but hell, isn't that why I'm immortal? But you ain't. Are you, Moss? No. The only part of your immortality, Moss, is what comes from Venus. Only part that can project you on this realm is your Venus. It ain't got nothing to do with Elon Musk or Apple or Beatles. Welcome to my time machine. We've been getting it clean. Ain't nothing gonna stop us now. Welcome. You try to use my son against me. Oh, ain't nothing gonna save your ass now. Jupiter missing in me. Y'all heard this story? Jupiter is missing. What? How can that be? Jews. June, June, June. June and Johnny. Jacksonville. I'm going to Jackson. Uh-huh. I'm going to Jackson. Hey. Jackson, Sam Crow, DOA. On arrival, there's my daddy pulling up on a big motorcycle. Moro Mero, teller of tales, motors humming like wedding bells. Black Hills playing that Harley tune with exhaust so sweet, smelled like perfume, yeah. Stilettos, Glocks from the farm to sell, pockets loaded when your stole's for sale. Praying we all live to tell why the Brazos County Sheriff's posting our bail, yeah. I'm a reaper girl out in the world, tatted my blood before I was born. Traded my Sith for a microphone and a style that cuts down to your bones, yeah. Leather lace, such a pretty face. Nerves of steel, that's what they say. Hidden by the men you feared were the Reaper girls with golden tears. You've got to let love rule. Let love rule. You've got to let love rule. Moon on raw consciousness. You're witnessing a war. And the only players that are in this narrative that you see governing this narrative are the ones who stole your God.